Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of the CrossFit Games Update Show. I'm Sean Woodland with Tommy Marquez and Pat Sherwood, and we continue to take a look at all of the Masters divisions as we get closer to the online qualifier. Today, we are tackling the 45 to 49-year-old division for the women. Now, the top two competitors in this division are back, but there are two newcomers who could really make some noise here.
And we'll talk about one of them a bit later. I'm not going to give it away, but her initials are Cheryl Brost.
It's very well done.
Her, along with another athlete, actually have an opportunity to get an invite to regionals as individuals. So this is a very, very talented Masters division.
Last year at the Games, it was really a two-woman battle, and it was between Kylie Massi and Chris Perrins throughout the entire competition. It was Massi who got the best of it. She had 660 total points, 3 event wins out of the 7. Perrins finished second, and then Francine Pahey finished third ahead of Eva Thornton. Massi returns, has a chance to defend her title. Why could she repeat?
Well, she's in 4th right now out of the Open, and I still think that's great for her because last year she actually didn't win the Open and she didn't win the Masters qualifier, but she showed up when it counted at the Games. All of her workout finishes were 4th or better. The rest of them were inside the top 3. She had 3 event wins. And looking at this year in the Open, 16.1 was a little bit of a drop-off for her. There's that long kind of grinding event. But if you look back to the Games, the very first workout, the triplet, that was a long grinding workout. She took 1st place overall. I think she's just an athlete that's going to benefit from standing side by side with the rest of her competitors.
Chris Perrins finishes 2nd. She's back again this year. Why could she possibly get herself on top of the podium?
Tommy's very convincing in his argument. Okay, Massi was great, but look, it wasn't like she blew the field away.
Right.
Perrins did fantastic. 2nd place, but was very close. I mean, she only had 1 finish outside of the top 5 at the game, so she's extremely well-rounded. She can do it all. She won SQT, which is just a blitz of a workout, so definitely, where she shines. She's from CrossFit, the club, and at 46 years old, has a 2-minute, 46-second Fran, can throw 170 pounds over her head and string together 35 pull-ups, so another year of experience under her belt, she could do it.
Now, those are the top 2 from the Games last year. When you look at the Open Leaderboard for 2016, though, it's all about a couple of newcomers. And on top is Cheryl Brost, who had just 8 points, never finished lower than 2nd in any Open event. Amanda Allen, another newcomer we're going to talk about here in a second, she's 5th, and then Massi and Perrins 4th and 7th, respectively. But all eyes are going to be on Cheryl Brost as she makes her debut in the 45 to 49-year-old category.
This is the first time in my seventh season now competing CrossFit that I'm the youngster finally on the bunch. So I'm really looking forward to that. But being on the other side of it all these years, I know that just because you're a little older in your age group doesn't mean that you're not competitive against the youngsters. So I can keep that in the back of my mind as well. So it keeps me pushing hard and just trying to be the best I can be each and every day.
Cheryl Brost has been on the podium before in Masters competition, but she's never won. Why could that happen this year?
Her resume is incredible, and here's a big thing in the Masters. She's aged up, so she's the young woman in the division. 8 little points in the Open. She had 2 first-place finishes and 3 seconds. She's been to the Games twice before, but as a master in the 40 to 44-year-old division, where she stood on the podium in 2014. Also in 2014, she earned a spot, went to regionals as an individual in NorCal and took 4th. Yeah. They took the top 3, so she almost went in 2014 as an individual. She did go to the Games as an individual 3 years, 2010, 11, and 12. Her best finish being 7th place, which is phenomenal. You throw her into this division, and you better be keeping your eye on her.
I mentioned Amanda Allen as well. She was 3rd last year in the 40 to 44-year-old category. She, like Brost now, is aging up, and she's definitely a threat.
Well, yeah, her credentials speak for themselves. She's a 2-time Masters champion. She could be going for what would be a record-tying 3rd. But really what stands out to me, looking at how she's progressed this year, is she's found balance and purpose in other areas of fitness outside of CrossFit. And she's competing in strongman. She's also an athlete that's very open about her battle with depression. And it seems like she's found that balance in order to give back. She's going to be running 1,200 kilometers in June across Australia. For those of you who aren't on the metric system, that's 750 miles roughly in 32 days. She's doing that to raise awareness for depression. She's also halfway through going to be releasing a workout through this organization called Wadding for Depression to raise money as well. And for an athlete like her that struggles with that bout, to find a little bit of balance, to find some happiness, I think that's only going to suit her well when she gets back into the gym to train.
There will be some good battles in the 45 to 49-year-old category on the women's side. That's going to do it for us for today. We'll be back next time to take a look at the men's side of the house in the 45 to 49-year-old division. For Pat Sherwood and Tommy Marquez, I'm Sean Woodland. We'll see you guys soon.